Hello there. So I just finished my meditation session. I tried the Vipassana technique today because I am a Vipassana meditator technically, even though I'm not too consistent with it, though I really should get back to it. But I wanted to share a few thoughts that kept flooding my mind while I was meditating before I lose my creative spark. So, isn't it funny how all of us, at least adults, are well aware of the impermanent nature of existence. Because from a certain level, we do understand that ultimately, all of us are just passengers who are cruising through a very transitory experience in here. And yet, we tend to live our lives as though our own mortality is such a far off, distant concept that it's not going to kick in for us anytime soon in the near future. Just today, a while back, I was reminiscing on a few memories that I have created and shared with a couple of individuals who played a very important role in my life at some point in the past, but they have already passed away, either because of old age or because they met with an unfortunate accident while they were still young, which was their ticket to get out of whatever this thing even is that we're all collectively experiencing in here, at least from a metaphysical lens. So this just makes me realize just how bizarre and ironic this whole paraphernalia surrounding life, the act of living, and death even is. Personally, if I had to express my interpretation of life or the way I'm processing my own experience of life these days, on the one hand, I clearly feel that I have a lot of time ahead of me because things just seem to drag on and on and on, and sometimes every day seems like a never-ending stretch, to be honest, which makes me feel as though it's actually worth it for us to be very meticulous, conscious, or deliberate with our efforts in crafting a descriptive 5-year, 10-year goal-setting exercise or a plan so that we can achieve the few things that we might deem as worthy or valuable enough for us to achieve out of this life. And on the other hand, I also feel as though we are all clearly running out of time because things seem to be progressing almost at the speed of light, like metaphorically, and also obviously relatively in the way we experience time on Earth, as opposed to what the concept actually means in the cosmological order, right? And this just makes me wonder just how much of a catch-22 situation the uncertainty of life really is. However, even though this predicament of not knowing how much time each one of us have got left in this experience might feel like another one of these unjust or unfair things about life, at least from the surface, like if you really think about it, there's also a kernel of beauty in this madness. It means that we can truly cherish the things that mean the most to us in our life, because with a sense of mortality comes the dire need for us to separate the wheat from chaff, which is where it is important for us to get our individual clarity on what success really means for us, not based off of other people's understanding of success or even a homogenized understanding of what success should mean in our societies or this world, but rather really just our own highly personalized understanding of what success means for each one of us based on what we want to experience and extract out of our experience of this life. So the big question is, how do we really achieve that success? Should we plan for it very excessively and stick to our rule book, even though all of us know that life has a way of kicking people's plans to the curb last minute. If you want to head south, something will come up sporadically at some point in your life to shift your entire life trajectory towards the north, or if you want to head west, something will kick you towards the east. But having said that, it's very important for us to have a balance of both these strategies where we can have something concrete devised for ourselves that we can actively pursue, while at the same time, we also need to surrender to the process. Because, as they say, man makes plans and God laughs. So that's all I wanted to share today. Thank you for sticking around, and you will see me again in my next video.